Agriculture Transformation in Focus, bringing you up to speed with developments in agriculture, livestock and fisheries sectors aimed at increasing production and productivity to enhance food, nutrition and income security. Agriculture Transformation in Focus.
Animal health and nutrition are important factors in increasing livestock production and productivity. Most small-scale farmers rely on traditional practices like open grazing to feed their livestock, which negatively affects the health and quality of their animals. Currently, the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock, through the Enhanced Smallholder Livestock Investment Program, (ESLIP), is promoting pasture and forage production. ESLIP is an IFAD-funded project whose goal is to enhance livestock production and productivity among small-scale farmers. In Eastern Province, 3 districts, namely Chipata, Lundazi, and Katete, are benefiting from ESLIP's Pasture and Forage Production program to enhance livestock production.
Livestock is a very important component in people's lives in Eastern Province. Almost about 70% of the people, they own livestock, and most of the people that own the livestock are the smallholder farmers. They are the ones that constitute the majority of the livestock. Of course, the numbers may not be too many. Maybe a household may have 1 or 2 or 3, but they are the ones that constitute the majority of livestock in the province. One of the messages that we tell our farmers is that, of course, you raise the animals, but first make sure that you have enough food for your households. So the first thing is household food security, and then when they have excess, they are able to sell the livestock so that they're able to meet most of their household needs. So basically, that is one of the uses that our farmers in our province use the animals for. They're able to sell the livestock, take their children to school, to pay, sell animals, to buy fertilizer, and meet other household requirements. Traditional practice of feeding the livestock is most of them, they just do communal grazing. Our farmers, before ESLIP came in, they never used to grow feed for the animals. But with the coming in of ESLIP, there's been a change. We are seeing a lot of farmers that are coming in asking for seed so that they can grow and then be able to harvest, preserve, and feed the pasture to the animals.
Lundazi district is home to the famous red beans, which the locals fondly call nchunga za msuzuswesi, meaning beans which produce delicious red soup. It is in the same district that one youth is making a difference through pasture and forage seed production. Elijah Mbewe of Mwase area in Lundazi district is a graduate from the Natural Resources Development College, NRDC, in Lusaka. Elijah decided to forego the hunt for formal employment and ventured straight into farming after graduation. He has various enterprises on his farm, notably crop production, livestock rearing, poultry. A piggery, and vegetable production. In 2018, he was one of the beneficiaries who was selected and trained by the Seed Control and Certification Institute, SCCI, in pasture and forage seed production. eSleep provides him with pasture and forage seed to multiply and then purchases it using a buyback model. He currently multiplies seed for pigeon peas, red sun hemp, velvet beans, cowpeas, and soya beans.
I was identified, actually I was given free seed in the first place to grow and see how the animals can respond in terms of pasture after growing and then giving them to the animals. Then after that, when I grew that seed, and then the next year, 2018, that was 2017, 2018, so now selected, so now there's a program that they're looking for people who can grow the seed across the country. So that's when I decided, oh, here's an opportunity that has come, because I saw the benefit first from the pasture, from the seed which we are taught to grow as pasture for animals. I saw the opportunity. Said at least I'll benefit in two ways, because one, I'll be growing the seed, and then the others, I'll be the pasture that will remain, I'll give to the animals. So that's when I was picked by the district office, Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock, to be trained in Lusaka under eSleep to be a seed grower. So from what I was given and what I did, it motivated me much, because I saw the benefit. So at least I'll benefit twice. I'll be growing the seed and there will be some pasture remaining from my animals. In 2018, I started with about 3 hectares of pigeon pea, but I've increased to 2018, I had 3 hectares. The next year, I planted 1 hectare of pigeon pea. And then now for this season, 2020-2021 season, I've increased by 7. So altogether, 11 hectares of pigeon pea. And then cowpeas, there's about 2 hectares of cowpeas. Velvet is 2 hectares. And then sun hemp, because last year I only grew 2 hectares, but I've increased to 8 hectares of red sun hemp. We were given the training in Lusaka, where we held our training at Palavana. Yes, so they invited people from SCCI who came and trained us in seed production. It's not only seed production, but how you can, from the start of growing the seed, how you produce it, how you store it, and even part of marketing, and how do you price your product and so on. So all those aspects were included in the training.
In the 2019-2020 farming season, Elijah managed to make 100,000 kwacha from pasture and forage seed production. Seed multiplication has multiple benefits for Elijah. Apart from selling the seed, he feeds the vegetative part of the crop to his animals. Furthermore, legumes such as cowpeas, velvet beans, and soya beans enhance soil fertility.
We are paying back the seed, especially that we are most of the times are given free seed. So there's a percentage of the seed that we have to pay back, so that we can also help to reach out to the 8,000 farmers who are targeted across the country, who are supposed to be the beneficiaries of this same seed that we're growing, who are growing as pasture, forage pasture, not seed. So last year, from whatever I sowed, I think I was paid about 101,000. I needed to finish up my house, and then as I said, the broilers, I've increased on the numbers because I was keeping 200, 300. So now I've gone up to 1,000 a batch. And then on the pigs, I had about maybe about 10, but now I'm at 30 plus. Yes. So I'm planning now to do a fish pond, so that I can do a mixed kind of farming, so that we broaden the revenue base, other than just waiting for one. It's like just putting your eggs in one basket. But mixed farming, it's good because there's the flow of income from every enterprise that you're having.
The pasture and forage seed which ISLIP purchases from seed growers is redistributed to farmers. This is done to encourage them to grow their own pasture and forage for their animals to reduce dependence on open grazing.
When you look at the farmers generally, they have actually been feeding their animals on free range. But through the ISLIP project again, we have actually sensitized our farmers and encouraged our farmers to go into pasture production. And this has been important because during the dry periods, between August to early October, usually we see that the pasture on free range is not enough to feed the animals. So when they go into pasture production, they are able to actually preserve some hay and silage for their animals. And this has also led to increased production in the district.
Farmers are hopeful that the shift from open to semi-zero, later on zero grazing through pasture and forage production will significantly improve the quality and increase the number of their livestock.
Muzamu village, or Muzamu Yombwe, the one who started this village, was the first person to bring animals like cattle into this land. And we have kept them in a traditional way of just open grazing. And as of now, the land that we had for grazing is almost gone. We depend literally on the banks of the river Lundazi, from east to west.
Chomwe chinatipasa kama kuti aliyense akhaleko mbali tinaona kuti vamgulu osakonda ngako vidalira koma ukhaleko mbali yako ndakayembekeza kuti nkapemphako ndiwo pane badei nkapemphako ndiwo pane badei ngapako pa nyumba pako banadye ndio chinakhala kuti akoma ineso nkhaleko nyanga mbali yakuti zanga ziweto zizikhalako bwino.
Livestock has many benefits for a farmer. They enhance household income and nutrition security, provide manure to improve soil fertility, and are a reliable source of transport. However, for a farmer to enjoy these benefits, there is need to improve quality and health of animals. The intervention by ISLIP to enhance pasture and forage production will significantly reduce dependence on open grazing and its associated risks, such as disease transmission and degradation of grazing lands. Pasture and forage production will improve animal health and nutrition, consequently increase livestock production and productivity.